Hey YouTube, coming back with another video. I'm here to talk about if you're applying to the post office, just get ready. I'm not advising anyone not to apply, but make sure you have that lifestyle to apply. If you have kids, make sure you have a backup babysitter to the babysitter to the babysitter, because they will change your time anytime they feel like changing your time. Being a part as a PSC is, the post office really could do whatever they want with you. They could change your time, which they have with me 3 times. I was from 12 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then they changed it to 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now they changing it to 12 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Yes, so basically you don't have a life. You can't have a second job. You can't go to school. It may take maybe a year to 5 years in order to become a regular. So you have to have patience. You can't quit. It's to be honest, to me, I feel like the post office job is not a hard job, but there's cons that come along with the job. For instance, for me, distance wise, it takes me 2.5 hours to get to my location. I have made a complaint so many times, but they don't give a damn. As long as you're there to work, you apply to their rules. They don't give a damn. You could take 5 hours to get to work. They don't give a damn. And I have 3 kids. I have 3 boys, and I have no idea how this is gonna work with their school schedule. Because we're still in June, so it's like I haven't thought that out yet. They changed my schedule 3 times, and it's just a whole ride. I have to take 2 buses and 2 trains to get to that location. Remind you, I'm in Brooklyn and I'm working in Queens. A lot of people have cars that they just drive. I don't have a car. Well, not saying I don't have a car. I can't drive that distance. I could drive around, but I don't drive on the highway. Before being employed at the post office, I had 2 minor accidents, and I'm trying to prevent a major accident. So driving is a no-no. Plus, they don't really have good parking around there, so they quick to give you tickets. So I can't rack that up. I can't afford. Uber Pool charged me $55 to get to one location. That's Uber Pool, $55 from my house to that location. So imagine like how far it is. I mean, I know it's New York City. It's like 30-45 minute ride. But Uber Pool ridiculously charging $55 for that just one ride is ridiculous. Sometimes if it's not busy, it'll be $40 the most. So I mean, it's just a lot for just one ride. I cried, I broke down. Just get ready. If you applying to the post office, get ready. A lot of people do quit. I understand and I see why they quit. Because you basically have no life. The post office really own you. I mean, it's sad to say. I'm not happy, but I have to do what I have to do. I'm grateful that I have a job, but you know, sometimes you just stuck in certain situations because you just have to face and live with that decision. You got bills, and life. Nothing ever goes your way. Understand that. But as I was saying, when you're applying for the post office, make sure you score in the 80s. They'll definitely call you back. With mail carrier, they'll definitely call you if you score in the 70s, upper 70s. So but I would not wish for anyone to be a mail carrier, because that is a hard job. You think they just scooting around with their mail carrying machine or whatever that thing is called, and that's it? No, it's not an easy job at all, especially if you're mailing the mail in the snow, rain, hot summer is not easy at all. There's a lot of people had passed out doing that job, and a lot of people quit that job. That's why they keep hiring mail carriers every month or every 2 months, because people dropping out of that job like flies. Like, they could hire you 1 week, 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I think a lot of people quit. I would say don't quit, but at the same time, if you always find another job before you do quit. Don't just quit like that. What else can I say? My location is busy. I don't know what else to say. I love to work, because I know I'm going to get comments of, oh, you probably don't love it. I love to work. The issue is, number one issue with me is distance wise. If they have put me in Queens, that's borderline Brooklyn and Queens, that would have been the best thing for me. I could travel, probably take a bus or two to that location. But for real, for somebody to take 2 buses and 2 trains to get to that location is I feel like it's motivation, and at least people could at least say, okay, you must really love your job. No, I don't. I just have to live with my job, basically, because I have to provide for my kids. But I have made complaints about the post office location. You don't choose your location. Sometimes it depends. If you have a really high score, they may let you choose your location. But if you don't, like maybe mid 80s or low 80s, you're not going to get to choose your location. They will put you wherever you're needed. It could be in the worst station of all. They will put you there. You may not like it. You can't change it. And if you do, you're fortunate, because I tried so many times to change my location. They refuse to, because honestly, what employer wants to lose a employee? I mean, to be real. But at the same time, I don't know how long I can last. I'm trying to last as long as I can, but it's getting to me. I broke down so many times at the post office because I feel as though they're not listening to what I have to say. I'm gonna break down again because I keep trying and trying to tell whoever management in the post office that it's really hard for me to travel. I barely get to spend time with my kids. 2.5 plus 2.5, that's 5 hours of traveling every single day for 5 to 6 days a week. They don't understand it takes a toll on your body, and it's not fair. It's not fair for, there's another coworker who just works there and she lives 10 minutes away from that location. Others, they drive and it takes 10 minutes, but majority of the time, most of them live nearby, and I just don't understand why I was put in that position. But I pray to God. I'm grateful to have a job, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't want to lose myself, and I have bills to pay. I know people would say look for another job, but that job actually is a decent paying job. But the amount of stress, you have to think about, is it worth losing that job? Because it could be stressful. That job can be stressful. Yes, it can. The workload I can handle. Like I said, the post office job is, for me, I feel like it's easy work, easy money. The problem, a lot of people don't like the office job, post office job, because it's hard for them, and the stress is like over the top. I can handle that. The number one issue with me is distance. I don't understand why they put people in location that's kind of difficult to reach, and they don't care. They don't care. You could tell them so many times, they don't give a damn about your location. If you have any questions about talking about post office jobs or what's the process, window training, I passed my window training, so I'm a PSC window clerk. That's about it, and we go from there. I want to start my business, but like I said, I don't have the time to start my business at all. I get so emotional because in my life, nothing ever goes my way. I could say I want to be a nurse, which I really do. Nothing ever went my way. So if you have any questions, comment down below, and don't be bothered with my mess here, because that's post office life. Okay? Thank you. Bye.